Okay, YouTube, I'm back again. I've had a couple people take a look at the X-saber video that I posted, I want to say a week to 2 weeks ago. And the general consensus has kind of been that A, the deck needed to be changed a little bit, B, I should use a better camera, which apparently my camera does not, the camera in my cell phone doesn't get the best quality without really good lighting. At any rate, it is November 1st, and the October 23rd Columbus Regional is passed, which kudos to that. We got the biggest Midwestern Regional ever with 357 players, I believe, um, which was top 48 invites, and due to some bad tiebreakers and whatnot, I came in 52nd at the end of 9 rounds of Swiss play. That was with my old build. I've made some changes to it, and it's done a little bit better since then. So we will move right into the new build. I'll start off with the monsters and the obvious. 3 Dark Souls. There's no excuse not to be playing with 3 of them. This card is absolutely amazing and completely pivotal to this deck at this point. 3 Boggart Knights. He's a 1900 beat stick. He's a Marauding Captain. He's a spawn. Love him. Absolutely love him. When I was running him at 2, it seemed like I couldn't draw him enough. 3 seems like it does great. I've seen a lot of people playing with 2 of them. I like 3. 3 Fultrals. There's not really a whole lot bad that can be said about him. He's a Grandmaster for them, as long as you have 2 on the field, which is not hard to do with the Boggart Knights. Not to mention the fact that he can revive a level 4 lower X-saber every turn. Which moves us into, honestly, what's probably got to be my favorite of all of their monsters. It's Full Helm Knight. Aside from the fact that she gets under Bottomless Trap Hole, she's a Necrogardna on the field. And when she destroys a defense position monster, she can revive a level 4 lower X-saber out of the graveyard. There's a laundry list of good reasons to play her. Not to mention with her timing issues, as a lot of people already know, things like Raikou, if they hit her, she can bring herself or the monster target back if it happens to be a level 4. A great example was my round 8 game in Columbus. My opponent flipped a Raikou on an attack and destroyed my Boggart Knight, which had already attacked, actually, so he got to attack again, which was always good. I was playing with one of these last time. We're up to 2 Airbellums. I don't like him for the fact that he can get bottomless, but, you know, he does take advantage out of the hand. And regardless of what people say, yeah, the graveyard is the revolution point of a lot of decks right now, but without a hand, you're still limited to your options, unless you're playing Black Wings, at which point a well-placed bottomless or saber hole can end Valu's little reign of terror. Next, we've got 2 Mega Hamsters. I only played with 1 at the regional. Kind of wish I'd played with 2. I didn't like him at first. I've kind of grown to love him. Right now, 1 Ember's Blade. I'm looking for more. Anybody's got him, you know how to get a hold of me on here, on Facebook, occasionally MySpace, Xbox Live. It's pretty much lincolnstrofer all around. Right now, I'm primarily buying them, though. So if you want to get in touch with me, name a price, and we can figure out some type of terms or something so I can buy them. Anybody that doesn't already know what this guy does, he's a recruiter, and he's absolutely amazing. Since he can pull any level 4 or lower X-saber out of the deck. Next, we got 1 Peshul. He's a blocker. He obviously can't be destroyed in battle. He's a level 2 tuner. There's not a whole lot more to be said. And 1 Gorse. I've seen a couple builds that ran him. I've seen a lot that don't. I like him. He's kind of like the Garda Strike in the last build. He's a nice little utility to have just in case. That's my monster lineup. Move to my spells. 2 Book of Moons. Tried 3. Didn't really like 3. I found myself Book of Mooning my own monsters more often than theirs with 3, so I figured I'd try some new stuff that I hadn't really worked with yet and was a little more my style. These are great for hitting full helm knights effect. Staple right now with heavy gone, 2 MSTs. Everybody knows what this card does. If you don't, read it, learn it, get good. 1 Slavery Slash right now. I like it. I teched it at the regional all day, and it probably won me more games than it sat dead in my hand for. Trunade, new staple since Heavy's gone. Cold Wave, X-saber staple. Monster Born, well, this is general staple anyway. And Darkle since it's back. The other one I'm doing, since I haven't played with it in X-sabers yet, but one of my favorite cards in the game, as anybody at my locals will know, Smashing Ground. Absolutely one of my favorite cards in the game. Amazing. But I'm seeming to only like one of them in X-sabers right now. I may test more. I don't know. That's my spell lineup, so I'll move on to my traps. Start off with 2 saber holes. It's a counter trap. Really good right now because of that. And it just locks down summons. Since I only have 2 saber holes right now, we're running 3 Gotham Z calls. Call the Haunted for X-sabers. 2 bottomless trap hole, which I think right now is a staple of almost every deck. Mirror Force. 1 trap stun, torrential, and solemn judgment. Again, all staples. Moving on to my side deck, you got 1 consecrated light. Did win me a game against Blackwings, at least. There's that. The newest addition, 2 effect veilers. Mind Crush. I've had a lot of back talk, I guess I would say, about this one. I like it. I love it. When Monarchs come back with Formula Synchron, 2 Master Restrict, 2 Chivalries for Scraps and Blackwings and Sabers, Morphing Jar to offset advantage, 2 Shirokos for Blackwings, 2 Jujitsu Masters, which are just offset meta, and 2 Gold Sarks just in case it feels like I need them. The extra deck is pretty much staple, but we'll go through it since we have a little bit of time left. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, since there are still some gadget players running around. Machuria Beast, since he's just ridiculously easy to make in this deck. Cadister, staple. Brionac, staple. 2 Hyunlei, staple of X-sabers. Goyo Guardian, again a staple. Herbellum, because early on, if I can go, Boggart Full Helm, Boggart Airbellum, I don't like to, I got to be able to synchro. And he's great early game. Black Rose, obviously. Colossal Fighter won me another game against Blackwings. Same match, actually, just different game. Dark End Dragon. Stardust Dragon. Mistworm. And last but not least, the pinch hitter. 2 Gothams. If anybody saw, well, you wouldn't have seen it on Tournament Report. At the regional, I did run 1 Scrap Dragon, but he didn't prove that effective in X-sabers. He won me 1 game in round 1 against Lightsworn. Other than that, nothing really pivotal, no pivotal wins because of Scrap Dragon. Love the card though, great card. Just didn't work out for me. Other than that, my final record at the regional, I ended up finishing 6-3 in Swiss 9. Primarily played against, this and that, mostly the meta. I played 1 X-saber deck, 2 Blackwings, 2 Lightsworn, Light Heroes. What else? Titanial Plants, Dandy Plants, and that's about it. 1 scrap deck. So kudos to all the players I went up against. Shoutouts for Team Revolution.